Hi, it's Angie with Tink's Treasures, and in this week's video, I thought I would share this card. So I made this card a few weeks, maybe a couple months back, and this was, I don't know if it was my first attempt, but an early attempt at making a pulley card that wasn't a pulley card. So I have a video how I use the easel card and remake it as a pulley card. However, and this is Anna's Carousel die set. I wanted to use this as some inspiration because last week I made a video and it was part of Anna's National Craft Month, and she was doing giveaways. And so I was going to submit this, but then I ended up missing it by a day. And this is from her Pulley Card kit, the more recent one, but I did combine the Carousel with it and added some balloons out of the Circus tent set. So what my plan is this week is I want to disassemble and reassemble this with another idea. So my plan is to use this existing castle that I already have made, and then I'm going to be using it with pieces from the Pulley set. I want to go back in and add a piece to the bottom like it is here, and I want to use the brick paper that she has from the Castle paper set, and then a few other things, and just re-embellish it and repurpose this card. So that is my plan this week. So it's with the Pulley Card set and also using the Carousel Easel Card dies. So here we go. So I'm going to keep this picture as some inspiration for what we are accomplishing now, because I do like reference to the lights and how the horses are embellished. So I'm going to try and do the same for this. And I'm not too worried that there's going to be leftovers because I'm going to be covering all that up. Same with this. I'm just going to make new pulley tabs. And I had considered just taking that out, but really it's fine. It'll add some feature and some color, because the castle I want to use, I will probably just put some foam squares back here, and maybe just put a piece behind here so you don't see that. But I really don't think you're going to see it anyway, because we're going to have this also. But let's put something back here just because. And I always keep my scraps, so I have a piece that will be just big enough. I'm going to add a couple clips and just let it dry. And then I also have a starburst out of Anna's starburst dies, and that will be used for the fireworks. So I'm going to add some fireworks to the back of this also. At some point in time, I need to get a new set of mats. Well, the mat part is fine, and I don't even know if she sells. And actually, I think I have an extra shim somewhere, so really what I need is a new magnetic mat, and I might even try the magic mat from scrapbook.com. They say they have one that should work with this. So if anyone has tried that, please leave in the comments below how it has worked. I would appreciate any insight before I go ahead and spend the money. And then I have the shadow layer of the starburst die that I'm gonna hopefully get, well, one for sure. I don't think I can get two out of that. I'll have to look and see what else I have. Yeah, I don't think I can get another one out of here. So let me see what else I have. I'll just share what I've got. Ooh, that would be pretty too. Let's do that. I think I'll save this one for another time. And then I can get two out of here. I think that's the major die cutting I have to do. And then this was probably the hardest part for me, was lining these back up, because I feel like they have so many ways that they could potentially go. I think that'll work. And then instead of gluing these, because adding glue to the shiny cardstock can be tricky so that you don't smear your glue. So I'm going to use one of my Xyron sticker makers. And I usually hoard that for special occasion because I don't think she's going to make any more. And there are, to my knowledge, there's no refills. And in fact, when they came out, I want to say they were advertised as like recycle friendly. So It says pulls apart for easy recycling. So yeah, I don't think there are going to be any more. But like, I don't know if you guys still use, I still have my Xyron 1.5 inch Create a Sticker maker. I need to get a refill for that, but that I know they have refills for. So it would have been nice if they had made refills for Anna's, because I love the design. And then you may remember how you can use your leftover wrapper and try and get the sticky out. Okay, so we have those. And I even pulled out for this some embellishments to be able to add to the carousel and to the horse. But hey, let's put one here. And something I do whenever I see like packages of like these rhinestones, like this was clearance probably for little or nothing. I bought it just because you can take these apart, just cut out what you need, and then you don't have to buy full sheets. You can just use what you have. And so that's what these are. These are just from our rhinestone collection that I didn't use either all of, or I bought just because it was cheap. But it'll make it look bright and shiny. So I'll probably put these up here. Now this is not going to make it the actual envelope size. We'll probably have to make an envelope to fit, because right now it is 5 by 8. But I don't mind making envelopes, and I have the little envelope maker, so I can do that. So we're gonna work on that, let that sit for a minute. And then I have this, and this is where I want it to go, right here. So I'm gonna add some foam squares to that. And this might be a good time that I can bring this up. So in the beginning, I was kind of nervous or shy about asking people to go ahead and like the video and subscribe, because once I get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can monetize the channel and make this work for me. So right now I'm at like 617 subscribers. So I would truly appreciate if someone wants to hit the subscribe button for me. It will really help me and help this channel out so that it gets shown to more people. I would really like to be able to get this channel going. And then as I'm making things, so my passion, I guess you would say, is started out as scrapbooking, and it was because I had Disney trip pictures that I wanted to scrapbook, and then card making kind of fell along the way. And then at some point, I want to say at least for me 20 years ago is when I found Anna Griffin, and that was back in the day when I think it was like the DIY channel, and Sandy Genovese had her scrapbooking show, and Anna was on that with Sandy Genovese. So that's how I got introduced to Anna. And then later on, I want to say they may have even like canceled the Sandy Genovese scrapbook show. And so I was searching for, you know, more inspiration, and there really wasn't that much on YouTube at the time. Or gosh, go back and double check me when YouTube came out and then content creators started. So then I was searching and I found her on HSN. And then that's when I became more of an Anna Griffin fan and using her products. But the two, especially lately, have shown how you can, you know, think outside the box and make, in this case, Disney-inspired projects. So I do have many ideas that I'm still working on. And this is just kind of a start for me. So what I want to do right now is I want to take the carousel that I already had made, and I want to cut out the background. Now my horses are glued on, so I don't know if I can maybe pull them back a little, because I want to cut out the background so that you see the castle through it. And this is the first time I'm using Anna's glass mat to cut on, so this is kind of an experiment for me. It seems like you shouldn't be cutting on glass. It's gonna scratch, but they say you can cut on it. And then this one, the first time I was making it, because I need a new magnetic mat, it didn't cut all the way through, but I'm just going to put like the little rhinestones over that for the saddle. Like this one, I think I'll put this heart. It's a larger heart, but then I have 3 of the same, so we'll save that one. Okay, so I'm going to cheat. I'm going to sit down for this part because I have been on my feet all morning. And for those who don't know, I do have a small mini farm, and now I'm down to 1 horse. But I have 1 horse who chooses not to get in the trailer, so for the past several days I have been getting up and working with her in the morning, and she has proven to be very stubborn and does not want to get in the trailer. So I'm very tired. And then probably most carousels, they have all these popcorn lights. So I'm gonna add, I have these. I need to look and see if maybe I have more, because I was gonna put them along here, but I have a feeling I need more than that. But like Jingles the horse, at Disneyland. This is Jingles. She is the Mary Poppins horse, and then you can see Mary Poppins here. So I'm gonna use these here instead. Okay, so I have some flat back pearls that, if they're not too big, might work as popcorn lights. So I'm just going to cut a couple sections off. Okay, I think I'm going to put these right here. And then I'll probably call it at that because you don't want to overdo it. Okay, so that looks a little more stylish. Okay, so for the pulley mechanism behind this, since now that you can see through it, I'm going to find some purple paper. Now, I do have some purple I could probably make work, but I wonder if I could use this. I think that would look pretty nice. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, I'm going to clip this, let it dry. And then I think this is the last piece of my castle brick paper. I still have plenty of the collection, but oh, well, there's another piece. Okay, good. So before we glue anything else down, I'm going to cut this. And then this is from the Pulley Die Set. So I'm just going to glue this down right about there. I glue, or you need to glue on the bottom and the back. And then I always leave the joint side up so that nothing is pulling against it. May or may not matter, but I don't need to risk it. So this needs to dry right here. So what I think would be pretty and work out pretty nice, and I'm going to let that dry, would be, so I'm going to use this die right here, and then I'm going to look on Cricut and see if I can get a sword, and then I'm going to put a sword down here, and that'll be the sword and the stone that's in front of the carousel at Disneyland. So I grabbed that for the facing die, but since there's so much embossing, I'm going to see if I can't find some foil type paper. If I had more purple, I would use the purple, but I don't, so I'm going to use this mirrored. And that looks really nice. I'm so glad I found some foil cardstock. Okay, let's see if this is dried. I think it's still a little tacky. And then for the moment, I just need the last pulley tab, which will work for this. And I may see, I have one more strip of this that I can use. Okay, this time, since I did it on the back, you can see the score lines. The first time I did it, you couldn't see the score lines. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video for just a minute. I'm going to let a few things dry, and then I'm going to find my sword, and then I'll come back and finish putting everything together. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. I found this on Cricut, so I'm just going to glue that together, and then we'll use that for the sword and the stone. There we go. And then I have some embellishments left over from the garden fountain kit that I'm going to use some greenery from. Okay, I'm going to give that a minute to dry, and then we'll come back. Okay, everything is dry, and now for the reveal. So check this out. This is our pulley card. I think this would be amazing to receive. Oops, one of my stickers didn't stick. And then just as a recap, these are the Starburst dies. I added some of my heart rhinestones. These balloons are from the Circus Die Set. And then the base of this is the Pulley Card Set. And I've used the back layer, or the front shadow layer. And then this is from the Castle die set. And then of course this is the Carousel die set. And then this is original to the Pulley set. And then I found this little sword on Cricut that I just cut out. So I have some flat back pearls, a few more rhinestones for the horse, for jingles, for the eyes, and for the saddle. So I hope somebody likes this, finds it inspiring. Now, to finish this off, I do have two choices as in a sentiment. So out of the Well Said vellum stickers, I have True Love Stories Never End, Happy Anniversary. Or then also out of the Rose collection, I have Treasured Memories. So leave me a comment below and tell me which one you think would go best. I will put it down here. I don't know, the pink looks pretty good, but the True Love Story sounds pretty fitting. So, okay, again, until next time, please go ahead and give me a like if you liked all this information, and hit subscribe for some future content. I would appreciate it and help the channel out. And then again, till next time, happy crafting. Thanks.